Let's come and sit in Virasana. The Virasana, of course, you know, I always start in this seat. It's one of my favorite way of sitting. It's the seat of virility. It's a wonderful way also for you to really find your seat, your asana. So use some sort of block, use a blanket, but put something between your heels so you're not rounding in your lower back. Ellen, good morning. And as always, take a moment to wrap your inseams towards each other. Good morning, Jen Farthing, good morning. Ellen, good morning. Nice to have you here. Jen, good morning. Then lift the buttocks and move it way back and apart and come into the front edge of your sitting bones. Now allow your hips to settle. Then joyfully lift the heart up. It's a brand new day. Allow the shoulders to broaden. Allow the lower tip of your shoulder blades to hug ever so lightly towards your spine and softly close your eyes. And this morning, go ahead and place your dominant hand in your non-dominant hand and rest them against your thighs. And this morning, as you close your eyes, allow your inner gaze now to narrow toward the tip of your nose and just allow the eyes to settle. Allow your tongue to settle. Allow your bones to settle. And give yourself permission now to connect with the fullness of your breath. The rise, the fall, the expansion, the contraction of the breath. And allow the breath to lift the spine a little taller, not your shoulders, not your chin, but a nice internal lift. Good morning, Mela. And as always, allow the breath now to fill you and soften you from the inside out. Now, very softly to me, you could close the back of your throat off and begin to make both your in and your out breath audible. So begin to wake up now your Ujjayi breath, your victorious breath. Now slowly begin to use the breath like a mantra. So with each breath in, make a soft mental note to yourself, I'm breathing in. Exhale, make a soft mental note to yourself, I'm letting go. Inhale, I'm breathing in, there's a pregnant pause. Exhale, I'm letting go, there's an emptiness. Now very slowly begin to lengthen your breath or deepen your breath. Breathing in, I'm taking a long, long breath in. Breathing out, I'm still letting go. Which leads us to our first pranayama exercise, a very simple one this morning. We're going to inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 4 with retention. Take a big breath in, and a full breath out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Inhale new, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep the breath out. Inhale, 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 retain. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep the breath suspended. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Keep the breath out. Inhale and take a full breath in, please, Tamika. Relift the spine. Exhale a full breath out. Have the hands meet in front of the heart. And rub your palms against each other and create a little bit of heat in your hands. It's a very cold day out, actually. It's a little bit toughness in the hands. Cup your eyes with your palms, cup your foot with your fingertips. Open and close your eyes a few times. Lift them up, lower them down a few times. Turn them to the left, turn to the right a few times. Now softly wipe your face with that warmth. Pass across your throat area, your heart center, and release your hands to your thighs. Then softly open your eyes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Vera. And let's go right into it. Shift yourself right into your hands and your knees this morning. Right into your hands and your knees this morning. And as always, create a series of right angles in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and in your wrists. Now inhale and look up. Exhale and softly round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and really roll through the spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, inhale and look up. Exhale and bring it back into a neutral spine. Then one slide to the back of your mat. So really at the back of your mat, Francisco. And hug your knees towards each other, please, Jen. Extend your right leg long behind you. Swing your right leg all the way around and stack your right knee into with your left. Your right knee into with your left. And open both feet now as wide as the sticky mat. Walk your hands in a few inches forward. Use your climb onto tented fingers. Now extend that left leg long behind you. Circle it all the way around, Jen, forwarding. And place your left knee with your right. And pause there for a moment. Shift the weight into both knees. Walk the hands in a few inches forward, please, Tamika. Extend your right leg long behind you. Swing it all the way around and stack now your right knee into with your left knee. And kiss, and open both feet as wide as the sticky mat. And kiss both hands flat to the floor. Look forward. Now very slowly begin to take your hips in big juicy circles now to the right. The hips in big juicy circles to the right. So we begin to flush out our kidneys. We get to move our waters around. Kidneys are all about water. Nice big circles to the right. Oh, good work, Francisca. So it's almost like you're sticking out and tucking it under. Pause. Climb onto tented fingers. Move the hands another 2 inches forward. Extend your left leg long behind you, Tamika. And stack now your left into your right. Open both feet as wide as the sticky mat and kiss your hands flat onto the floor. And take the hips on big juicy circles to the left. Beautiful work, everyone. Then bring it back to center, please, Helen Owens, and draw your knees back onto your hips. Very, very nice. Now extend again the right leg long behind you. Walk your left inner foot forward as you hug them towards each other. Simultaneously lift your arm into your leg away from the floor. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits. And as you broaden the back of that right thigh, please lift your right foot. Draw that left shoulder blade down and in onto your back. Now 3 times, round your back and tap your knee to your elbow and extend. Round your back and press your knee to your elbow and extend. Round your back and tap your knee to your elbow and extend. Pause. Bend your right knee, please, to knee curl. Reach back with your left knee, key contour the outer edge of your ankle. Press the foot into the hand and turn that right belly, turn that left rib cage. Use your right eye to cover your left shoulder. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Re-extend your arm and your leg. And as you kiss that left hand to the floor, shift everything to the left. Right hand to your right hip. As you bring your pubis to the right, press into the forefoot of that right foot and sweep your right arm alongside your right ear. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits. And as you firm that left shoulder blade onto your back, turn your left chest point up towards the ceiling. If it's appropriate, lift your right heel in line with your hip. Take a full breath in, please, Vera. A full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Shift right back onto your hands on your knees, please, Helen Owens. Then extend out that left leg long behind you. Walk your right hand foot forward, please, Amy DeVille. And as you hug them towards each other, simultaneously lift your arm and your leg away from the floor. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits, left side, right side. As you draw that right shoulder blade onto your back, working in that nice broadness in the back of your left thigh. 3 times. Round your back and tap your knee to your elbow and extend. Round your back and tap your knee to your elbow and extend. Round your back and tap your knee to your elbow and extend. Pause. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your end of your outright without looking back. Press the foot into the hand. Now stay broad in your right hip. Turn that left belly. Turn that right rib cage. Use your left eye to cover your right shoulder. Big breath in, please. Full breath out. Re-extend your arm and your leg. As you kiss that right hand to the floor, shift everything to the right. Left hand to your left hip. As you bring the pubis towards the left, sweep your left arm alongside your left ear. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits. And as you firm that right shoulder blade onto your back, turn your right chest point up towards the ceiling. If it's appropriate, lift that left heel in line with your hip and then flex that foot. Take a full breath in, please, Vera. Have a full breath out. Shift right back onto your hands and your knees, everyone. Then take the knees as wide as the sticky mat. Push yourself back into a child's pose. Climb onto tented fingers. And that body rest against your heels. Rest your foot against the block against your floor. Bend yourself to the side. And from deep in your armpits, turn your triceps towards each other. Then claw, which means you draw the shoulder blades down into your back as you stretch your pubis, your belly button, your sternum forward. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Now kiss your hands flat to the floor, everyone. Shift yourself back onto your hands and your knees. Then move the knees another 2-3 inches back. Tuck the toes on, then push yourself right back into a down dog. Then press down into your right heel and your left hand. Cross-reference. Stretch down into your left heel and your right hand. Again, right heel, left hand. Left heel, right hand. Right heel, left hand. Left heel, right hand. Beautiful work, everyone. Now, ride the breath forward into a plank and take good measure. Through a step your knees, push yourselves right back into a down dog. Again, ride the breath forward into a plank. Lower your knees, your chest, your chin onto the floor. Lift yourselves into a low cobra. Lift your hands off the floor. Lift your thighs off the floor. Lift your legs off the floor and come into the floating chaturanga. Take a big breath in, please, Vera. A full breath out. Hands down, feet down. Curl the heart up into a queen cobra. Roll the toes, please, and push yourselves right back into a down dog. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Extend the right leg high behind you. As you bend your right knee, roll that left hip under your right. Turn the gaze into your left armpit. Look up to see your right heel. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please. with a full breath out. Inhale back through center. Without that thud, step that right foot alongside your right thumb. Tap onto tented fingers or use your blocks and straighten, please, your right leg. Keep looking forward. Exhale and bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale and bend. Pause. Extend your right arm towards the ceiling, taking the gaze, please, into the right corners of your eyes. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits. And as you draw that right hip back in line with your left, sweep your right arm alongside your right ear and lean back into it. As you follow the breath now in your right lung, take a full breath in, please. With full breath out. Kiss that right into the floor and broaden your hips. Now turn the right into the left shoulder and extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. And stay broad in that left hip. Take a full breath in, everyone, of a full breath out. Place both hands back onto the floor and step it back into a down dog. Extend now the left leg high behind you. As you bend your left knee, roll that right hip under your left. Turn the gaze into your right arm as you square the shoulders. Allow that rotation now to happen below your belly button. Take a full breath in, please, Amy, of a full breath out. Inhale back through center. Quietly step that left foot alongside your left thumb. Use blocks with your fingertips, please, Helen. And straighten out your left leg. Keep looking forward. Exhale and bend the belly chest at your thigh. Inhale to straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale and bend. Pause. Extend your left arm up to a ceiling, taking the gaze against the left corners of your eyes. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits. Now, as you draw that left hip back in line with your right, sweep your left arm alongside your left ear, and again, lean back into it without splaying that left knee away from the midline. Full breath in, please, Tamiko. Full breath out. Kiss that left hand to the floor. Pause and square your hips. Turn the right hand to the shoulder. Extend your right arm towards the ceiling, taking the gaze against the right corner of your eyes. And when stay broad in that right hip, and allow that rotation to happen across the lower tips of your shoulder blades. Big breath in, please, Francisco. Full breath out. Right hand down and step it back into a down dog. And keep those shoulder blades on your back. Ride the breath forward into a plank again. Lower just your knees onto the floor and look well ahead of your mat. Bend elbows to a right angle and take a sissy push up. Surrender the hips. Curl the heart up into a queen cobra. Roll the chest, please, and push yourselves right back into a down dog. Take a big breath in, everyone, of a full breath out. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Look where you're going. It's no different from driving your car. And as you're right in front of your mat, place 2 fists between your arches and find your hip width distance apart. Now bend the knees where the belt of the chest can rest against your thighs and take off opposite elbows. Nod the head, yes, it's Friday, it's Monday. Shake the head, no, it's cold out. Flap the lips, there's nothing you can do about it, we'll put a big coat on. Then switch elbows, everyone, and take a minute to sway yourselves from side to side. Rock it back to center, everyone. Keep them bending your knees. Interlace your hands behind your back. And bring the heels of the hands to kiss. Straighten go from your sacrum. Let the head go, let the neck go. And take a minute to rock back and forth in your ankles without lifting your toes, without lifting your heels. So you begin to wake up your joints, your knee joint, your ankle joint, and of course the largest joint in the body, your hip joint. Now rock it back to center, everyone, and interlace your hands to the back of your head. Let your triceps rest against your shins. Then press the head ever so lightly into the hands with the hands back into the head as you continue to rock back and forth in your ankles. Now rock it back to center, everyone. Keeping the fingertips laced the back of your head. Slowly, keyword slowly, roll yourselves up to stand. Keeping the fingers interlaced, flip your palm to Vera and press it through your wrist. Press it through the mounds of your toes. Then shift the hips over to the right and take a giant leap, Tamika, over towards the left. Now turn your left armpit to the right and lean back into it as you follow the breath again in your right lung. Inhale back up to center. Shift hips over to the left and take a giant leap over towards the right. Now very smart, as you firmly place onto your back, turn your right armpit to the left and lean back into it as you follow the breath now in your left lung. Take a big breath in, please, Ellen. The full breath out. Inhale back to center. Exhale again, release your arms alongside your body, Tadasana. In again, stretch the arms out up and above the head. Exhale and swan dive your hands to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. In again, circle the arms out up and above the head. Exhale again, release your arms alongside your body. In again, stretch the arms out up and above the head. Through step the knees, jackknife your hands to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. And again, jackknife the arms out up and above the head. Exhale, release your hands in front of your heart. Through the midline, extend your arms up towards the ceiling. Through the midline, release your hands to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Step the left leg long behind you. Left knee down. So long as you come into a low lunge. Then when wrap those armpits towards the midline, flip this onto your back and lean back into it. Full breath in, please. Full breath out. Hands down, everyone, and step it back into a down dog. Ride the breath forward into a plank. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Lift yourselves into a low cobra. Curl the heart up into a queen cobra. Roll the toes, please, and push yourselves right back into a down dog. Step the left foot between your hands, right knee down. Do not cease and come back into a low lunge. Allow the underarm to be extension of your heart. So as you wrap those armpits towards the midline, jolt this onto your back, then seamlessly lift the heart up. Take a full breath in, please, Amy DeVoe. A full breath out. Place both hands back onto the floor. Step the right foot forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Gather the palms. Through the midline, lift yourself back up to stand. Through the midline, Francisca, release your arms alongside your body. Good work, Akika. And again, circle the arms out up and above the head. Exhale and swan dive your hands back to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Step the left leg long behind you. Pause. Play for the jump switch or step switch your legs. Play for the jump switch or step switch your legs. Be mindful of your neighbors. So long as you can come back into a high lunge. And again, stretch out the legs, reach up into the arms. As you're hugging it towards the midline, frontal base onto your back, then joyfully lift the heart up. Take a full breath in, please. It's a year of joy, by the way. With a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Hands down, everyone. Jump switch or step switch and bring that left foot forward. Now, she launches and come back into a high lunge. You're going to expand from the heart center into the fingertips, organic energy. You're going to wrap those arms towards the middle, muscularly, firmly onto your back, then skillfully lift the heart up. Take a full breath in, please. With a full breath out. Place both hands back onto the floor and step it back into a down dog. Ride the breath forward into a plank. Pause and wrap muscles to bones. Take out your chaturanga, knees, chest, chin again. Inhale to an up dog or a low cobra. Roll the toes, please, and push yourselves right back into a down dog. Take a full breath in, everyone. Try to lock the knees up, but micro bend your knees. Then lift and broaden the back of your thighs as you stretch your pubis, your belly button, your sternum forward, and place a bit more weight in the thumb side of your hands. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Bend the knees, look between the hands, step, jump, or run your feet forward. Inhale to lengthen. Heel tail your feet as wide as the sticky mat, and lower yourselves into a squat. A wonderful way now to get into the hips. Have the hands meet in front of the heart, please. And again, joyfully lift the heart up. Slide your right shoulder in front of your right knee as you anchor into your fingertips. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Then when press the knee against the shoulder and turn that right belly, turn that left rib cage. Turn the heart, turn your gaze, everyone. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Have the hands meet back in front of the heart again. And again, joyfully lift the heart up. Slide your left shoulder in front of, oh, so nice, Tamika. Extend your right arm towards the ceiling. And when press the knee against the shoulder and turn again that left belly, turn that right rib cage. Turn the heart, turn your gaze, everyone. Full breath in, please, Vera. Full breath out. Have the hands meet back in front of the heart again. And again, joyfully lift the heart up. Kiss your fingertips onto the floor and lift your seat towards the ceiling. And again, peep the heart forward. Heel tail those feet under your hips. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees as to lodge in and come into your chair pose. Inhale up to stand. Exhale again, release your hands in front of your heart. Arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Or let me adjust this camera. One sec. Much better. Again, bend the knees as to lodge in and come back into your chair pose, everyone. Have the hands meet in front of the heart. Let's take a gentle twist to the right. Releasing your left elbow, shows the outside of your knee. As you draw that left knee back in line with your right, press the knees against the elbow and turn again that left belly. Turn that right rib cage. Turn the heart, turn your gaze, everyone. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Keep in depth of seat. Let yourselves back into the chair pose. Inhale up to stand. Exhale and swan dive your hands to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Step the left leg long behind you. Turn that left foot to a 45-degree angle. So long as you're coming to your warrior one. Backstroke around, please, and interlace your fingers. Inhale and straighten your right leg without locking that knee out. Straighten the leg. Then skillfully lift the heart up. Rebend that front knee, fold over, and come into the dying warrior. Again, find contact between shoulder and knee. As you stretch out to the legs, hug the knees towards each other, the heels towards each other, then press knee against the shoulder. As you widen that left hip, draw your right hip back in line with your left. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Let yourselves back into warrior one. It's 8 o'clock. As you wrap your armpits towards the middle, onto your back, then joyfully, skillfully, effortlessly lift the heart up. Take a full breath in, please, Ellen. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Place both hands back onto the floor. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Again, bend the knees, notice, and come back into your chair pose. Have the hands meet in front of the heart. This is a twist to the left. Releasing your right elbow, shows the outside of your knee. Is everything all right, Tamika? As you draw that right knee back in line with your left, press it against the elbow and turn that right belly. Turn that left rib cage. Lean back into it. As you follow the breath down your left lung, take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Keep in depth of seat. Lift yourselves back into the chair pose. Inhale up to stand. Exhale again, swan dive your hands back to the floor, please. Inhale to lengthen. Step the right leg long behind you and turn that right foot to a 45-degree angle. So long as you can come back into your warrior one. Backstroke your arms and interlace your fingers, please. Inhale and straighten your left leg. Now really organize it to 9 o'clock as you effortlessly lift the heart up. Rebend that front knee, fold over, and come into the dying warrior. Again, find contact between shoulder and knee. As you're pressing in the shoulder, broaden that right hip, then draw your left hip back in line with your left. Let the head down. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Lift yourselves back into warrior one. As you wrap your armpits towards the midline, firm the gaze onto your back, and again, joyfully lift the heart up. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Place both hands back onto the floor and step it back into a down dog. Great work. Ride the breath forward into a plank. Take out a chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, please, Vera. Inhale to an up dog or a low cobra. With the tail squeeze and push yourselves right back into a down dog. Again, stretch out the hands, lift up through your seat, and without hyperextend the back of your knees, stretch down to the center of your heels as you stretch your pubis, your belly button, your sternum forward. So your gaze goes between your hands, not towards your feet, but towards your hands. Take a full breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Bend the knees between the hands, step, jump, or run your feet forward, Amy. Inhale to lengthen. Heel toe, your feet to touch. Deeply bend the knees. Swing those knees and come back into your chair pose. Shift the weight into that right foot. Stack your left thigh down with your right and double wrap the legs if you can. Extend the arms forward and plug those shoulder blades onto your back. Stack your right arm with your left and join your palms. Now inhale the elbows in line with your shoulders. Hinge down the creases, fold over, and come into the sleeping eagle. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Inhale up to stand. Starburst right into your warrior two. Inhale and straighten your right leg, Karen. Parallel your feet, everyone. Hands to hips, elbows towards each other. Now joyfully lift the heart up. Hinge your creases, fold over the small and take with the big toes with the middle and index fingers. And again, peek the heart forward. Bend those elbows to the side. Firm the place onto your back and rest the crown of your head onto the floor. Again, let's not lock our knees out, but shift the weight to balls of your feet and lift your anus up towards the ceiling as you stretch your pubis down towards the floor. Take a full breath in, please, Akiko. A full breath out. Hands to hips, elbows towards each. Lift yourself up to stand. Tee your arms away from the midline and keep that broadest to the back of your thighs. Turn the left foot in, everyone. Turn the right leg and foot out. Turn the palms up. Tilt back and come into reverse triangle. Now try to stretch down to the legs. And as you hug the heels forward, bring a strong lift now to the space between your pubis and your belly button. Mula Bandha Uddiyana Bandha. Breathe in and breathe out. Now lengthen eagles and release that right into the outside of your right heel. Use blocks if you can't find the floor. Left hand to your left hip. As you wrap that right hip onto your left, firm those shoulder blades onto your back and extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. And again, lengthen from the sternum, the middle of the palate. And as you draw the blades onto your back, turn your right chest point up towards the ceiling. Full breath in, please, Karen. Full breath out. Everyone, sweep that left arm alongside your left, and even more length in the left side of your body. Now, staying present in that left foot, bend your right knee and come into the extended side stretch. And know that you can always place your right forearm against your right thigh. As you firm this onto your back, turn again that right belly, turn that left rib cage, lean back into it. Full breath in, please. Carrying it is just gorgeous. Have a full breath out. Straight, strong legs lift you all the way back up to stand. Rebend that right knee, please, Frank, and come back into warrior two. Turn the palms up. Tilt back and come into reversed warrior. Now try to stretch out into the legs. Everyone can bend that front knee some more. And as you hug the heels, bring a strong lift now to the pelvic floor. In and up. Full breath in, please, Vera. Full breath out. Release your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. And when find contact between shoulder and knee. As you're pressing against the shoulder, turn again that right gut. Turn that left rib cage. Drape your left hand across your back to meet her. Wrap your right arm under your right thigh and hold on to your left wrist. Please straighten your left arm. Please straighten your right leg and come into the bound triangle. And again, lengthen from the pubis and the palate. And as you're pressing against the shoulder, keep turning that right chest point up towards the ceiling. Full breath in, please. Full breath out. Smartly bend that front knee. Effortlessly reach to your arms. Skillfully lift yourselves back into warrior two and hold. Again, stretch hands to the legs, stretch hands to the arms. And as you're hovering towards the midline, turn the gaze, please, to see your right middle finger. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please. Carry, bend that front knee some more. And a full breath out. Cartwheel your hands to the front foot. As you lift that back heel, hop that left foot flat to the floor and straighten both legs, the pyramid pose. And again, peep the heart forward. Bend the elbows straight back to the belly foot, the thigh, to the chest foot, the thigh. As you furlough this onto your back, let the head go, let the neck go, let the thoughts go. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. And again, peep the heart forward. Rebend that front knee and step it back into a down dog. Ride the breath forward into a plank. Take either chaturanga knees, chest, chin, please. Inhale to an up dog or a low cobra. With a tension, push yourselves right back into a down dog. Take a big breath in, please, Akika. Have a full breath out. Bend the knees, so between the hands, step, jump, or run your feet forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Again, bend the knee. Again, inhale, lengthen, heel toe, your feet to touch. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, as long as you can come back into your chair pose. Now shift the weight to that left foot. Stack your right and lift your left and double wrap the legs if you can. Extend your arms forward and plug those shoulder blades onto your back. Stack your left elbow into your right and fight and hold onto your wrist and join your palms. Now inhale the elbows in line with your shoulders. Hinge down creases, fold over, and come into the sleeping eagle. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Inhale up to stand. Starburst right into your warrior two, everyone. Into warrior two. Inhale and straighten out your left leg. Parallel your feet. Hands to hips, Kanika. Elbows towards each other. Joyfully lift the heart up, please, Ellen Owen. Now hidden creases, fold over, release those hands right under your shoulders. And again, peep the heart forward. Walk the fingertips back under the toe tips. Bend and restore right angle and rest the crown of your head onto the floor. Now let's not lock the knees down, but work your shin with the balls of your feet and lift your sitting bones up towards the ceiling as you continue to draw those shoulder blades down and in onto your back. Take a full breath in, please. A full breath out. Hands to hips, elbows towards you. Lift yourself up to stand. Tee your arms away from the midline. Turn the right foot in, everyone. Turn the left leg and foot out. Turn the palms up. Tilt back and come into reverse triangle. Now try to stretch down to the legs. And as you hug the heels, so bring a strong lift against the pelvic floor. In and up. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, your root blocks. Now lengthen even this and release that left into the outside of your left heel. Extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits, left side, right side. As you wrap that left hip under your right, turn your left chest point up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in, please, Vera. A full breath out. Sweep your right arm alongside your right ear. Stand present in that right foot. Bend your left knee and come into the extended side stretch. And know that you can always place your left arm against your left thigh. As you firm that left shoulder blade onto your back, turn again that left belly. Turn that right rib cage. Lean back into it. Full breath in, please. Full breath out. Lift yourselves back into warrior two. Turn the palms up. Tilt back and come into reversed warrior. Now try to stretch out to the legs there. And as you hold the heels, bring it strong to the pelvic floor. Now, as you follow the breath now in your left lung, take a full breath in, please, Jeanette. Jeanette. A full breath out. Jen Farthing, release your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. As you're pressing against your shoulder, if it's appropriate, drape that right hand across your back. Wrap your left arm under your left thigh and hold on to your right wrist. Please straighten your right arm, please straighten your left leg, and come into the bound triangle. And again, lengthen from the pubis to the palate. As you're pressing against the shoulder, turn your left chest point up towards the ceiling. Full breath in, please. Full breath out. Smartly bend that front knee. Effortlessly reach your arms. Skillfully lift yourselves back into warrior two and hold. And again, expand from the heart center into the fingertips. As you firm the blades onto your back, turn the gaze, please, to see your left middle finger. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please. A full breath out. Cartwheel your hands to the front foot. As you lift that right heel, hop your right foot flat to the floor and straighten both legs, the pyramid pose. And again, keep the hard foot and raise it to 3 and 9 o'clock. Bend your elbows straight back, let the belly fit the side of the chest to the thigh. As you firm the blades onto your back, let the head go, let the neck go, let the thoughts go. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. And again, peep the heart forward, rebend that front knee, and step it back into a plank. Take out the chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to an up dog or a low cobra. Roll the tail, squeeze and push yourself right back into a down dog. Again, stretch hands to the hands, lift up through your seat. Ground down through your heels. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Walk your feet halfway forward. Walk your hands halfway back to the center of your mat. Now deeply bend the knees. So long as you come back into your chair pose. Inhale up to stand. Exhale again, release your hands in front of your heart. Close the eyes for a breather and take a moment to connect again with the fullness of your breath. The rise, the fall, the expansion, the contraction of the breath. Softly open the eyes, arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Everyone shift the weight to that left foot and draw your right knee up. Interlace your hands to the back of your thigh, close toward your private parts, and flex that right foot. Press out through your heel, press into the mount of your toes. Hands to hips, elbows towards each other. As you lower that right in line with your left, sweep your arms together and come into Padmasana. Now really wrap those armpits towards the midline, firmly onto your back, and lift the heart up. Breathe in and breathe out. Have the hands meet in front of the heart, please. Now skirt that right leg long behind you, keep that foot flexed. Make your way to warrior three, taking whatever arm variation comes naturally to you. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please. A full breath out. Inhale back up to stand. Great work, everyone. Exhale, release your arms alongside your bar. Francisca, shift the weight to that right foot and draw your left knee up. Please flex that foot. Interlace your hands close toward your private pocket to the back of your thighs. Press up through your heel, press into the mount of your toes. Kiss your hands to your hips, elbows towards each other. As you lower that left hip in out your right, not your leg, just the hip. Extend the elbows and come back into Padmasana. Now we're going to wrap, it's called a stick pose. As you wrap your arms towards middle fingers onto your back, then lift the heart up, everyone. Full breath in, please, Karen. Full breath out. Have the hands meet back in front of the heart, everyone. Now smartly skirt that left leg long behind you without turning out, taking the same arm expression you took on the other side. Take a full breath in, please, Vera. A full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back up to stand. Great work. Exhale, release your hands to your hips, elbows towards each other. Step or jump your feet to touch. Deeply bend the knees. Still notice and come back into your chair pose. Exhale, release your hands flat to the floor. Look forward. Climb high as the balls of your feet and fit your knees into your armpits. Shift the weight into your knuckles and float your legs off the floor and come into Bakasana, the crane pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a full breath in, please. And a full breath out. Give it a go, Karen. Let's see it. Inhale and exhale. Step your feet back onto the floor and lower yourself into a closed knees child's pose. Into a closed knees child's pose. Hi, Jen. A closed knees child's pose. And take a moment again to reconnect with the breath. Which leads us now, Frank, into our inversion practice, the headstand. So if you have a headstand practice in the middle of the room, go right ahead and do so. If you're working against the wall, be my guest, but be mindful of your neighbors. Be mindful of your things that are on your wall. Make sure your feet are clean. If you're not inverting this morning, then come onto the forearms and interlace your hands into an interlock. Keeping your shoulder over your wrist, tuck the toes under and push yourself back into a short down dog. Look forward. Now 6 times, ride this breath forward into a dolphin. Bring your chin in front of that fist and push it back into a puppy dog. Again, come forward into a dolphin and then anchor back into the puppy dog. Come forward into the dolphin, so ride the breath back and forth. So you begin to again find those shoulder blades onto your back. You begin a bit more strength in your upper back. If you're upside down, you're taking leg variations, be my guest. Karen, that's just lovely. Beautiful work, everyone. Fold yourselves back into a child's pose, please, Tamika. Right back into a child's pose. If you're away from your spot in the room, make your way back into the room. Or your way back onto your mat, should I say. Tuck the toes under and push yourselves back into a down dog. Again, stretch hands to the hands lift up through your seat. Ground down through your heels. Ride the breath forward into a plank, everyone. Now you can stack your legs or not. Shift everything over to the left. Right hand to your right hip. As you bring the pelvis forward, extend your right leg towards the ceiling and come into Vastisthasana, the side plank, and take any leg variation you'd like this morning. Take a full breath in, please, Vera. A full breath out. Kiss both hands back onto the floor and push yourselves back into a down dog. Ride the breath forward into a plank. Shift everything over to the right. Left hand to your left hip. As you bring your pelvis to the left, take the same leg arm expression you took on the other side as you make your way back into the side plank. Take off, Karen, that's just gorgeous. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Place both hands back onto the floor and push yourselves back into a down dog. Take a big breath in, please, Vera. Have a full breath out. And we'll extend the right leg high behind you. Let's go into our hips. Now step that right foot alongside your right thumb. Right pinky finger on it. Pinky finger on the outside of your right hand. And rest your left knee onto the floor. Pause in the forward. Keep the back tail tucked under this morning. Now walk the hands forward and to the left. Turn the triceps towards each other. And first come onto the right forearm. Use blocks if you can't find the floor. Then come onto the left forearm. Use blocks if you can't find the floor. Beautiful work. Turn that right foot into ballet first or second position. Now, if you can, lift your back knee off the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Walk the hands back up and step it back into a down dog, split extending the right leg high behind you. Now, very smartly, Vera. Draw that right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Bring that right shin parallel or perpendicular to the mat and come into Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, the pigeon preparation. Walk the hands forward and come onto the forearms, right into the forearms. Bring the palms to kiss please to kneecap. Press your wrist into the floor and pull it back. Pull your pubis towards the wrist and gaze well ahead of your fingertips. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands back up and step it back into a plank. And push yourself right back into a down dog. Excellent job. Extend now the left leg high behind you. Now smartly step that left foot alongside your left pinky finger. Right knee goes down and keep the right toe tucked under. Look forward. Now walk the hands forward and to the right. Turn the triceps towards each other. First come onto the left forearm, then come onto the right forearm. Use blocks if you can't on the floor. Turn that left into ballet first to second position. Breathe, keep looking forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, if you can, lift your back knee away from the floor. Stretch onto the legs and hug the heels towards each other. Draw that right hip forward into your left hip back. Take a full breath in, please, Jeanette. A full breath out. Walk the hands back up and step it back into a down dog. Split again, extend the left leg high behind you. Look where you're going, Helen. Now draw that left knee to the outside of your left wrist. Bring that left shin parallel or perpendicular to the mat and come back into Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, the pigeon preparation. Walk the hands forward and come onto the forearms. Again, as you pull the wrist back, pull your pubis forward so your gaze goes well ahead of the mat. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Now stay in the forearms, Francisca. Tuck your right toes on and lift that right knee. Aim at the bell. Extend that left leg behind you, come into the forearm plank. Let's hold the forearm plank here for a count of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest your pubis onto the floor and come into the Sphinx. Into the Sphinx. Now press into the wrist and pull the wrist back. And pull your pubis now towards the wrist and feel that broadness in your clavicle, that broadness in your sacrum, that lifting of the heart up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Create a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead onto that pillow. Keep that lifting your chest. Bend both knees, please, Helen Owens. Reach back and tail the tops of your feet or your ankles. If you hold on to the ankles, Vera, please flex your feet. Press your shins toward the back of the room and lift your head, your chest, your belly off the floor. Lift your toes to the ceiling, carry, lift your thighs off the floor. Everyone can push those shins back some more, especially Miss Summer. Full breath in, please. And a full breath out. Good work, Jen Farthing. Keep lifting. Exhale, release everything onto the floor, please. And roll onto your backs, right onto your backs. Great work, everyone. So good to see everyone as well. Marshall, good morning. Mela, good morning. Bend the knees and step your feet flat to the floor, everyone. And step your feet flat to the floor. Very nice. And checking to make sure that your ankles are right under your knees. Make yourself ever so slightly pigeon-toed. Hug your elbows alongside your rib cage. Now stretch the knees forward and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Wrap your left shoulder under. Wrap your right shoulder under. Interlace your hands behind your back. As you stretch the knees forward, you will lift your pubis higher than your knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Shift the weight to that left foot and draw your right knee up. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling and flex that foot. Take a full breath in, please, Ellen. Have a full breath out. Rebend your knee and place your right ankle above your left knee. Stretch the knees forward, lift the hips a little bit higher. Take a big breath in, please. A full breath out. Release your arms out to the side and lay your spine bone by bone back onto the floor. Interlace your hands to the back of your left thigh, close towards your private parts. Press the ankle knee, press it and extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. We'll press it for the heel, press it to the mounds of your toes. Take a full breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Step that left foot to the floor, step that right foot to the floor. Hug your elbows alongside your rib cage. Again, stretch the knees forward and lift your pubis up toward the ceiling. Wrap your right shoulder under, wrap your left shoulder under. Interlace your hands behind your back. And continue to stretch the knees forward as you lift your pubis higher than your knees. Take a full breath in, everyone. A full breath out. Now shift the weight into that right foot and draw your left knee up. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. And really press out for the heel, press out to the mounds of your toes. Full breath in, please. Full breath out. Rebend that left and rest your left ankle above your right knee. Stretch the knees forward and lift the pubis a little bit higher. Take a big breath in, please, Jen Farthing. A full breath out. Release your arms out to the side and lay your spine bone by bone back onto the floor. Interlace your hands to the back of your right thigh, close towards your private parts. Press the phantom, press it, and extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Happy baby. As you slowly now rock yourselves from side to side. Rock it back to center. And as you hug the knees onto your chest, shift it over to the right and take both knees over to the left. Cactus to your arms. When it's appropriate, turn your head to the right. Take a full breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale back into center. Shifting it over to the left and take both knees over to the right. When it's appropriate, turn your head to the left as you follow the breath now in your left lung. Take a full breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Roll onto your right side. Press into your left and lift yourself up to sit. Extend the legs forward. Good morning. We are going to go over about 4 minutes this morning. And lift yourselves upright. Step your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Extend your right hand towards the ceiling. This is a twist to the left. Releasing your right elbow, shoulder to the outside of your knee. Sit upright. Now we're pressing against the shoulder. And turn that right belly. Turn that left rib cage. Use your right eye to look over your left shoulder. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Inhale back through center. Switch legs, switch legs, switch legs. Now extend that left arm up towards the ceiling. Let's take the twist over to the other side. And keep up a fabulous day. Releasing your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Now pressing against the shoulder and turn that left belly. Turn that right rib cage. Turn the heart. Turn your gaze, please. Take a big breath in, please, Frank. A full breath out. Inhale back through center. Extend the legs long. And as you wrap your inseams towards each other, lift the buttocks and move it way back and apart. Just like bend your knees. Fold over and come into Paschimottanasana. And again, lengthen from the pubis and the palate. And as you draw the gaze onto your back, let the head go, let the neck go, let the thoughts go. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, everyone. Have a full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back up to sit, everyone. Place the sole of your right foot to your left inseam. Lift and turn to see that left leg. Fold over and come into Janu Shirshasana C, B. And again, lengthen from the pubis and the palate. Now turn the belly ever so lightly to the left. So there's an evenness in your side body. Don't drop the head. Keep looking well beyond your toe tips. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in, please, Karen. Have a full breath out. Inhale back up to sit. Extend that right leg. Place the sole of your left foot to your right inseam. Then lift and turn to see that right leg. Fold over, please. Ellen, so good to see you, love. Fold over and come back into Janu Shirshasana B. And again, lengthen from the hips into the armpits, left side, right side. Now turn the belly ever so lightly to the right. Keyword, fold into. So look well beyond your toe tips. Don't look back at your belly button. Look out into the room. Take a full breath in, please. Have a full breath out. Inhale back up to sit. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. The soles of your feet to touch. As you wrap your inseams towards each other, lift the buttocks and move it way back and apart. And know that you can always elevate your hips. Now, joyfully lift the heart up. Extend the heart forward. Bend your elbows in front of your knees. And either come into Baddha Konasana or into Tadasana. Frank, drop your shoulders. And so bend the elbows out again. And really stretch your chest forward. Breathe. Go a little bit deeper to Karen because you can. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up to sit. Very, very lovely, everyone. Use your hands and close your knees and feel the back of your thighs. Lift your toe tips to knee level, eye level above your hairline. Extend the arms forward and come into Navasana, the boat pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Step both feet back onto the floor. Release your hands a good foot behind your seat. Stretch your knees forward. Lift your hips out of your knees and come into a tabletop. Drop the head back and take a quick sniffing breath. Chin to chest. Kiss your hips back onto the floor. We're going to do it again. And come right back into Navasana, the boat pose. Extend the arms forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower yourselves halfway down into Ardha Navasana. Pull the belly button in and up. Take a big breath in, please. A full breath out. Release everything onto the floor. Let's take rest. Shavasana, corpse pose. Open your legs as wide as the sticky mat. And this one, take your arms to shoulder height. Turn the palms up, close your eyes. Soften your tongue over the roof of your mouth. And give yourself permission now to completely let go into the support of the floor. and the sweetness of your breath, the comfort of your breath. Just lovely. Let the feet go, let the legs go, let the thighs go, let the hips go, torso go, the arms go, the hands go, let the head go. And all your internal organs to let go. Now slowly begin to deepen your breath. And allow the breath now to create movement in your fingers, in your toes. Draw the right knee up. Draw the left knee up. And this one, let's roll onto our right side. On the paternal side of the body. And curl yourselves into a fetal position. Chin to chest, press into the top arm, and with a sweetness to your facial features, lift yourselves back into a comfortable cross-legged seat. Lift the spine tall. Have the hands meet in front of the heart. In this moment, before we rush off into the week this week, take a moment to bring to mind one person in your life that brings out the very best in you. It could also be your pet. With the very mere mention of that person's name, make you smile from the inside out. And from where you sit this morning, Helen, send a loving charge to that person or persons. Then lightly bow the head forward and take a moment, Jen, to remind yourself that you, as anyone else in this entire universe, is also deserving of your own true love and compassion. Namaste.